Hey guys, so I just got back from 1 week travel in southern Germany, and this is the backpack I had with me. This is the Bellroy Venture Ready Pack, 26 liters, as you see in the title. And this is the first edition. I think the only difference with the second edition is that it has this central strap here that you can use to put it on top of a suitcase. Anyway, I'm not a professional backpack reviewer or anything. I'm just a dude that bought this backpack and used it for a week, 16 hours a day for 7 days, carrying it around a lot of places. We visited many different cities and towns and did some nature hiking as well. And it actually rained for like 5 out of the 7 days that we were there. So the weather was not the best. So got some weather testing as well. And I'm happy to say that it performed well. But it also had some flaws that annoyed me quite a bit. I just thought that I'd do a quick review. I'm not going to cover every single detail of the bag because I know that other YouTube channels have already done this. So I just want to share my experiences like doing this kind of one bag style travel. If you are into minimalist travel, or maybe if you're a digital nomad, you'll also find this quite interesting, as well as if you're using it for everyday carry. Obviously, this is probably the perfect everyday carry bag. It might not be the perfect like backpacking or digital nomad bag. We'll see. I'll talk about it. So let's get started. First of all, I want to talk about some things that I liked. It is really rugged and durable. Okay, I'm not worried about this bag at all. I don't like to baby my stuff, and this bag is indestructible, I think. The good thing about all Bellroy products is that they feel good, right? I have the Bellroy Slim Sleeve wallet. I love to just touch it. It's just such a nice leather and it gets better with age. And I think most Bellroy products are like that. That's why I like to buy their stuff. While I'm talking about Bellroy, I might as well talk about the fact that they're a B Corporation, which if you haven't heard of that, it's like a special certification that companies get if they're particularly environmentally friendly or ethical. So Patagonia is another company that is a B Corporation. The point is, they're an environmentally friendly company and they make really high quality stuff. What I'm getting at is that it feels really good like all Bellroy products. Check out this handle on the back when you're carrying it. It's really good. It's very durable and it's also kind of soft and nice to hold. It doesn't cut your hand like other bags. Obviously the bag looks great. It fits in anywhere. It would look nice in the office as well as suitable for outdoor use. And yeah, just overall the design is quite innovative. As you've probably seen, it opens up all the way like this. I actually really like that the interior is a light color. Never thought about this before, but it makes it easier to see inside the bag because it reflects light. If you have a small item that is like lost at the bottom of the bag or something, if this was a black interior, for example, it would be sometimes hard to find that in low light conditions. These zippers, as you see, they're like reflective, shiny. That's because they're covered so that the bag is more waterproof. And actually, as I mentioned, it rained for almost the whole time that we were there. So I really got to test the waterproofness of this bag and it's actually very good. I'll show you an example with my girlfriend's bag, which is a proper hiking bag. This is the Deuter Trail 24 SL women's version. That means the shoulders are slightly narrower, but this bag got soaked. This bag comes with a rain cover built in, right? So it's got this zipper at the bottom and you pull out the rain cover and cover the bag. But on one occasion, our destination was only like 10 minutes away. And so my girlfriend decided not to use the rain cover since we were close. And everything inside got soaked. I mean, not everything, but everything in like the top part of the bag was soaked from 10 minutes walking under the rain. But this was not. All of my stuff was dry, okay? So that was like really impressive. Another thing I really liked is this top compartment. I thought it was strange at first. A bit of a strange design. You open it up and then it's got like two sections here and this central piece of fabric is not stretchy at all. So actually you can't really open this more than this amount. I think that's a safety feature so that things don't fall out of it. I thought it was a bit strange at first, but actually it's very nice because they're very spacious. This is actually deceivingly spacious. I thought this was a small space, but it's actually quite large. So I would put my sunglasses in here and then a typical baseball cap like this. I just fold it up, hold it a bit like this, and it fits in there perfectly on top of those sunglasses. In the other half, I would just put my battery pack and my passport just under this elasticated area here. I hope you can see that. I can't really see the screen very well. And as you can see, that fits totally fine, and we still got a bunch of space up here. So for any small items, that top compartment is really good. Okay, another interesting design feature that I noticed just recently was that this chest strap can be taken off completely. Right here, it's got, first of all, it moves, which is good, but at the top, it's got this part where the rail that it moves along gets narrower, and then you can just take it off completely and remove them if you don't use the chest strap, right? So if you're using it for a more office environment, you might want to remove the chest strap. And then finally, I just want to say that it's an extremely comfortable backpack. It's comfortable, it's rugged, 26 liters, which is probably ideal for one bag travel. Overall, it's really well designed, really well thought out. I would say it's a great backpack for the majority of people. However, let's move on to the cons, the things that I didn't really like about it. Number one, it's this back padding. It's comfortable, right? That's not the problem. It is very comfortable. The problem is that it gets really hot. So this is some kind of memory foam. When I press it, it actually presses down for a second or so before reinflating. It's kind of like a pillow. I would really prefer something like this, where you have actual mesh, and also where most of the back does not actually touch your back. On this backpack, it's just these two stripes that are actually touching your body. And then most of this, because they protrude quite a lot, most of the back of the backpack isn't touching your body. Here, this ridge where they don't have the padding is not really deep enough. The entire thing is touching your back. And then secondly, these sides, they are not well ventilated. They get extremely hot. And I guess it depends on type of person you are. I really heat up a lot. I wouldn't even be sweating, but I radiate heat. So if you're that type of person, then that might be a significant problem for you. I have another hiking style backpack here. This is the Gregory Nano 20-liter backpack. As you can see, they have this mesh here, so this makes it nice and ventilated on your back. This bag, to me, it makes it much more of a city or office everyday carry backpack rather than a backpack that I could take outdoors. That's one major con for me, and why I would consider probably using a hiking backpack instead of this for this type of travel, where sometimes I'm in the city, yes, but I like to go out in nature as well and see some of the natural sights of the country that I'm in, which sometimes involves an hour or two of hiking, and this is just way too hot for that type of activity. The second main flaw for me of this backpack is that there is somehow not enough storage. I know it's 26 liters, that's not that much, but I expected a little bit more, perhaps because I'm used to hiking backpacks. So check this out. I just think that the liters measurement is not always accurate. So this is a 26 liter backpack, right? And this one, as I mentioned before, my girlfriend's backpack is a 24 liter backpack. Yet, when we filled up my backpack to the brim, 100% full, we took everything out and put it into this, and there was a significant amount of space at the top. So it's the liters don't work. This backpack is definitely larger in space than this one. And yeah, I don't know why. I think maybe when they calculate the liters, they don't count the padding, perhaps, because I found that any everyday carry backpack that has padding, especially a laptop compartment, it just tends to be smaller. Smaller than a backpack with the equivalent number of liters, but in a more a hiking style backpack that doesn't really have padding. And yeah, I was surprised that I wasn't able to fit that much stuff in here. And so that I'm not just saying that, let me show you exactly what I took with me on a 1-week trip, and you'll see that I'm quite a minimalist. I don't know, you could be more minimalist than me, but I think a lot of people are, need more stuff than I need. So first of all, my clothes are inside this packing cube here. This is, I think it's a 3-liter packing cube. My t-shirts are kebab mode, 3 t-shirts plus the one I was wearing. There's a pair of shorts in here at the bottom as well. socks and underwear in this small packing cube, and then my toiletries, just like an electric shaver and toothbrush, toothpaste, things like that, go here. So all of this, I don't need it day to day. I mean, I don't need it throughout the day. I only need it in the hotel at the end of the day. So it goes at the bottom of the bag, like so. Now, because I knew that the weather wouldn't be great, I checked the forecast. So I took a spare pair of pants, just some track pants, and these go into the side here, vertically. And there you go. Approximately half of the backpack is full. Here's another thing which you might not need, but I needed because I was going to the mountains. Despite it being summer, there was like a meter of snow. It was like waist deep snow on Zugspitze, on Germany's highest mountain. So I needed this. My camera that I used for vlogging, the DJI Pocket 3 with some accessories. And there we go. Like that's pretty much the entire bag. Don't remember if I mentioned, out of clothing, it was just like 3 shirts plus the one on me, 4 underwear and the one on me, 4 socks and the one on me. A little bag of just like some medical stuff and tissues and things, paracetamol, ibuprofen, you know. That would actually go into this side mesh compartment here, which I really liked, actually. It's the perfect place to store something that you might need quickly. That goes in there. Let's close this up. And I already showed you the top compartment contains my hat, my sunglasses under that, passport, battery pack, you know, maybe a few small other things like a charging cable. I won't bother showing you that now. Now, as for the side compartments, here's another little con for me. It's the fact that you only have one bottle holder and that it's not mesh, like it's quite a rigid material. So it causes the bottle to push into the bag a little bit. But I actually didn't have a bottle because it was raining. I put an umbrella in here. This is a rather large umbrella because it's a 2-person folding umbrella. I recommend it, by the way, if you're hiking as a couple. But anyway, because the bottle holder was taken up by my umbrella, so on the other side we have that secret compartment that Bellroy says is so useful for your passport and wallet and things like that. But the problem is that it's very narrow. It's very slim. This bottle, it fits in there. It fits all right, with a little bit of struggle, but that's fine. That makes up for the lack of 2 bottle holders, doesn't it? But not really. It's a bit of a struggle. It's pushing into the bag a little bit. And if I wanted to fit this one in, a normal 1 liter, 32 ounce Nalgene bottle, that would not fit in here. Okay, the only thing that fits in here is a small 500 ml, 16 ounce water bottle. Inside this pocket, we do have this like key holder thing, which is kind of cool, but not something that I use all the time. I found that it's too short to use your keys without taking your bag off. I would always take my bag off anyway and probably unclip the keys. But you might find this useful. Like, it is kind of cool, I have to admit. The fact that you can like have the bag on you and then you go like this and you can actually grab something from this compartment, right? That's kind of cool. But overall, my point is that I would have loved to have a second bottle holder there, because I think that bottle holders are quite versatile. You can put an umbrella in there, you can put a bottle in there, you can put some hiking poles in there. I also would have loved it if those bottle holders were mesh, so that they expand outwards when you put a bottle in there, rather than being such a rigid material that they push into the bag. And then finally, I would have loved to have some kind of external expansion compartment on the outside here. Again, it might be another thing where I'm used to hiking backpacks, but this backpack of mine has this mesh compartment here. It's only a 20-liter backpack, but this adds like another 5 liters when I really need it in an emergency where I have, for some reason, some extra stuff to carry. This Deuter backpack also has quite a substantial amount of space in this external compartment that can be tightened up to not take any space at all, or it can fit an entire helmet in here. I know it might not look very nice, but I feel like Bellroy could come up with some expansion here on the outside. Perhaps even like the North Face Borealis with crisscrossing elastic bands, or as I showed you with the Gregory Nano, some mesh here would still look quite clean and nice, I think. Okay, so not too many cons. Basically, I just want it to be a little bit more sporty, some extra expansion space and a second bottle holder, and importantly, some better back ventilation. That's all I really want. It's a really good backpack anyway. I really enjoy using it simply because of the feel of it. It feels like such a high quality item. So the bottom line is I do highly recommend this bag and Bellroy products in general. A lot of my complaints were to do with my particular use of it, which was hiking and more like outdoors use. If you're going to be mainly outdoors, then I would say you probably need more of a hiking backpack. But if you are digital nomading, or you're in the city, or you do go into an office or co-working spaces and things sometimes, and you want a nice looking bag, then this could be the ideal bag for you. Out of travel backpacks and out of casual bags, it's probably the most outdoor capable backpack that I've seen. Definitely more of an outdoorsy bag than the Bellroy travel backpack. That's about it, guys. If you found my review useful, I'd really appreciate if you use my affiliate link, which you'll find in the description, if you want to purchase this product. Otherwise, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree, disagree? Any better backpack than this that ticks all of the boxes that I mentioned? I don't know. For now, I'm very happy with this one overall, but my back still gets hot. Oh yeah, and please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. See you next time.